Hey, everybody, Ray here from Chaos.Coach. Hey, listen, I know I've been teasing it out, and if you caught my training there Friday, you would have seen an overview of what Chaos.Coach is all about. I explained the chaos. Here it is somewhere. There we go. The chaos star, and I also explained the chaos. Can't find it. There it is. I also explained the chaos compass. Basically what it boils down to is there's 8 points of chaos for most small business owners. Now it feels like 57,000, but it boils down into 8 areas of chaos. And what we have done in Chaos.Coach is we have created training over the course of, based on decades and decades of experience. But we've created training and training modules, coaching packages that actually address each and every one of those. Hence the eight points of the compass, the chaos compass. The 8 points of the chaos compass is what we call our SHIPS training, right? A SHIP is a skill. Now, what does that mean? So think about salesmanship. Well, it's a skill in sales. Leadership. Well, that's skills in leadership. We have 8 of them, right? And the 8 different coaching packages and the 8 different training modules that we have are creatorship, where you learn how to create. You create your business. You learn how to create a vision, how to create an overarching view of your business, how to stay in power, how to create your power and capacity, how to show up every morning, like it's the first day, with excitement, with commitment, with grit. So we get into creatorship. The second one is entrepreneurship. In entrepreneurship, we teach you how to structure, right? How to create systems and processes and culture, right? How to structure a business. What does it look like, right? How to create processes, sub-processes, how to create, how to create flow, workflows, and all that good stuff. That's in entrepreneurship. Then we get into salesmanship. So the idea there is you create it, and then in entrepreneurship, you build it. And now we're going to go into salesmanship, which is where you grow it, right? Obviously, you have to learn sales, and that's salesmanship. After salesmanship, we get into mentorship. And mentorship is how do you then help people, progress? Now you have a team. How do you teach people? How do you train people, right? How do you create skills? How do you mentor them into development, right? The whole idea after sales and you grow is you develop, because after you've grown a business and you've got teammates, you've got people doing jobs, you need to be able to train them. You need to be able to train them to a skill. Turnover is one of the most costly things in business you're ever going to experience. And that comes from not training people properly. How do you develop your people's skills? We teach that in mentorship. Of course, now you've got it, you've got it created, you've got it built, you've got it grown, right? And now you're developing your people. The next thing is leadership. How do you lead it, right? How do you actually lead the business that you've now built? After leadership, there's hardship, right? Hardship, we talk about decision making. We talk about troubleshooting, right? We talk about judgment. We get into how do you handle hardship? How do you handle when the world kicks you in the teeth as a small business, when things don't go quite as planned? How do you handle that, right? So we get into hardship, and that's all about decision making and judgment and reaction and things of that nature. The next ship is ownership, right? And in ownership is now you have created it, you've built it, you've grown it, you've mentored it. In other words, you developed it, you've led it, you've given it, you've learned how to handle hardship, right? You now can have good judgment, good decisions, right? Now the next thing is you scale it, right? That's what ownership is all about. We teach the skills of how do you scale a business? How do you go from a garden hose level business to a fire hose without breaking it, right? Think of a fire hose. It's got, massive amounts of pressure, massive amounts of water compared to a garden hose. Well, if you build a small business, you build a garden hose business. When you want to scale that, you need to turn into a fire hose. If you don't do that, there's some skills that you need to learn there. If you don't do that methodically and you don't do that the right way, you will break your business. Try to put the pressure of a fire hose through your garden hose and see what happens, right? As everyone knows, it doesn't work so well. And of course, the last ship, after we've scaled the business, the last ship is stewardship. And that's all about contribution. It's all about, giving back, utilizing your scaled business now to, actually fulfill your entrepreneurial dreams, right? Whether that be legacy, whether it be community, right? Whether it be changing the world, whatever your causes are, whatever your contribution is, whatever you use to give back, that is what we call stewardship. So those are the 8 ships. Those are the 8 points of the chaos compass. And of course, each one of them is designed to address the 8 pain points, if you will, or the 8 levels of chaos that a small business must go through if, in fact, it's going to make it to the multi-million dollar level. All right, folks, that's all I've got. Remember, I do these because the world is in chaos and I'm a coach.